One, welcome to my channel. I'll just level up the sound a little bit. So, recording a 7Dan Fox game. It's been a while. I've done a couple of live recording plus review on my Patreon page, but now I'm just pretty much doing this on my YouTube. So white immediately attaches, and we will use the most common defense. So here black has two variations. One is to descend, the other one is Atari and then descend. Both are pretty much like the same, more or less the same thing. The idea is for you to enclose your corner. I think this is also covered in my Joseki videos. So first, we get two corners, and then we'll probably go to the 3-3, take another corner. There's no way that white can avoid this because white has double star points. So instead of defending, white actually decides to just play out another same Joseki. This time I'll play descend directly to show you the other variation. I personally really don't have a preference because I feel like they're more or less the same thing. So white's extension, I'm not sure about this. If white connects, I'll play the tiger's mouth, which goes back to the same thing. But this exchange is a little bit questionable. So instead of, so if I play another 3-3, I guess I can play this. It's pretty clear that I will have a little bit of a territorial advantage. Well, I have to deal with this moyo eventually. So white actually want us to go into the Mies Joseki, but we could avoid that by not attaching over here, right? Because when we attach in white Hanes, there's no way we can dodge the Mies Joseki. So here, this is another Joseki. So this is straight from the textbook. So I personally find that my Joseki lectures for 3-3 Josekis are extremely important, just because how many people play this Joseki. So what's good about this Joseki is white is able to ladder my stone directly, which gives me a chance to play a ladder breaker. So maybe I'll do that a little bit later. Let's first play a 2-space extension, which is obviously a huge move. And then we look for the opportunity to play the ladder breaker. Because right now I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to play the ladder breaker. Maybe over here. Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think this is a very interesting point, because this ladder is going to go directly towards the stone. And yeah, as expected, I guess white takes the stone, which has a lot of value. So here I have to descend. Don't really have a choice. I didn't want to just connect over here because that leaves a sente for white. There's a block over here. But I'm really not sure because this block obviously does not have much value because I have stones over here. So yeah, I'm not sure about that decision. We can Atari this later. It looks like a very comfortable Atari, but really secures me about 8 points. So there's no rush. White is not going to spam a move. Instead, we have to think about how to reduce this thing, right? So I guess we could go a little bit further than just one space pincer, given how insecure these 3 stones are. So far, I think black is doing okay because all of black's group are, you know, just safe, and black has a little bit of a territory lead, not by too much because remember white has 3 stones over here, and white has a lot of thickness, so I do have to respect those things. So this move looks really questionable because, okay, personally I wouldn't play here because obviously it's facing a very strong group over here. There's no point. You cannot build on the site. You cannot, well, it builds a little bit of center, but this is not realistic. I mean, I can hop in from all directions. Okay, so white just takes. I guess I can think about getting this invasion done. Cut the side into pieces. That'd be quite nice. Here I can just. Guess I can just hop out. Maybe my move is just terrible. Like it's too ordinary. Feels like. So in a pressure the corner first. Make a tiger's mouth. Okay, so now after these exchanges, what happens if I attach and peep in? I guess he's gonna fight me. So let's do some preparation moves over here. But maybe this, yeah, this is a bad idea because I'm gonna have problems. Okay, well let's follow up with our idea because otherwise, because I knew something is gonna, you know, there's some weakness over here by attaching and peep at 3/3. I just felt like there was not enough preparation done. But when I try to prepare for it, white refuses to exchange any move to you know, give me any sort of opportunity to prepare. So it shows that white is actually a very, very strong player. He's very, very quick at reading my intentions and then just deny them. So maybe I'll end up. Okay, so white still wants these. That is. Yeah, that is a weird mistake that I made. So we're gonna double Hane here. This is a common shape move that you can play. Yeah, so this is a good way for you to locally get the max profits sometimes, just to double Hane. So now we're able to get this in Sente, right? We destroy the site. Now we have to think about how to deal with this mess over here. My intuition is to test the corner out first. Because if we just run towards the center, we're facing these guys, it's very likely we're gonna get killed here. So it's better to just play some sort of ko and maybe just sacrifice. The problem is ko threat though. I just don't have the ko threat, so that is very awkward. We're gonna attach here. White, on the other hand, does have a lot of ko threats, so I think fighting this ko was a bad idea.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Okay, white just exchanges that. I think white should have responded to ko threat still, because this corner is still very, very large. I mean, if I add an extra move, first of all, do I need to add an extra move?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
No, I don't think I have time. I think the center is a lot more urgent. I really don't like white's move over here. It's the wrong direction. All we need to do is to push these guys towards these guys so they over concentrate. That shows you why it is a terrible idea to actually play like that. So as I hop into here, white's potential for building over here starts to vanish, you know. As I just, if I just hop once more, I wouldn't hop here because it's really close to the wall.
7, 6, 5.
I think this is the max I'm gonna do here. So white has some weaknesses over here, but he's not gonna worry about them right now. Which means this kind of Kosumi is obvious Sente, but doesn't do much. What we're gonna do is to attach to our opponent, follow our principle of invasion. So this is still called we invading, because look at white has stones everywhere. So we need to deal with our group, and the only way for you to do that is to use the principles of invasion. So obviously this is a very easy invasion. Like my group is not in any danger since there's a back door for me to, you know, anytime I turn here, there's no way for white to stop me. But instead of using the back door, what we're gonna do is to try to play as many stones towards the center as possible. So this could be a really good lesson for players who want to get into the down level, right? My advice is always don't use the back door. Use the back door as your, you know, to whenever you can't survive anymore, you go back and use your back door. But if you don't have to, you should play towards the center and gain more values. I do have to deal with this very annoying move.
9, 8.
Yeah, this is super annoying. I think I have to sacrifice this stone. So white has a crosscut here. That is very, very difficult to deal with. So what we're gonna do is just sacrifice this guy. Just because how thick white is everywhere, we have to let, you know, white cut me off. Yeah, we don't really have a choice. So white didn't want to respond to this, But I actually, so white actually has a backdoor as well. Yeah, so maybe this wasn't a great idea. Okay. Oh, I see. Well, since white has a backdoor over here, so he's not 100% concerned. And since we don't have co-threat, so remember that white is super thick everywhere. This Atari, white's obviously gonna cut in and and just fight the co, and it's super annoying for us. So okay, I think that is like that's the end for the local variation. I should play somewhere else. Before that, let's push once, gain some time. Then we think about how we can deal with this really like huge thing, right? It's not the easiest thing to deal with.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Yeah, I'm just gonna gain some time with all these time Sujis. They're not necessarily good moves, but it does give me a lot of time to think about things. Honestly, not sure. Okay, let's just play something that has value. We know this extension has a lot of value. Because if white, even just white plays here, my corner is kind of gone. So we're gonna get those. Not sure if it's the right move though. So maybe a move in the center right now is a very urgent thing. But I just don't see. Yeah, basically I don't see how to play in the center. This is a very hard topic. So white blocks me. That forces me to kind of play a move here. Oh no. Okay, that's. I'd really love to play this, but there's obvious problem. So now I think white's wall is way too thick. It is a very strong wall.
9, 8, 7.
And white captures this. It has value, but I guess it has to do with this clamp over here. Anyway, it's probably a very big move. Okay, what we're gonna do is to
9.
Extend over here. Because if white plays this tiger's mouth, it starts to enclose. Does this work tactically? So a lot of my viewers want to just connect here. But you really shouldn't connect. Okay, so if you really shouldn't connect if you can capture it. Okay, a lot of times read this out. It could give you a it could make a huge difference in your game. Oh, this is very painful. We have no choice. We'll have to extend out. Oh, okay. So That's good news because we got this extension. We didn't let white Atari here. And now white gets another move. Yeah, this expansion's always like huge. This is a problem. This is a big problem. I think we have to stop this expansion at this area. So if this is all what white has, maybe this is a playable game for me. Maybe playable. But I really don't like the wall that white has over here. It's really scary. If I play here, white just encloses here, and that's it. That's the end of my... Yeah, that is the end of this. Like this is all enclosed. Maybe we can play over here to be just slightly more efficient. Okay, so white thinks I have connection problems, but if I didn't misread, I can net here. If white cut, I can net here. But you don't cut, obviously that just means I'm connected, so no problem with that. If I play here, Atari connect, Atari get out. Right, so instead let's just play this. Yeah, white needs to move there. Do I need to watch my life and death? So white cuts here, I connect. White plays another move. But this gives me a chance to actually just hop in. Yeah, I don't know what white is doing over here because this move actually reduces white by a lot. So it seems like white did a bunch of exchanges, got himself a gote, and let me, you know, start squeezing him over here. Okay, so I think that will be the end of the squeeze. Maybe we can play somewhere else.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Or maybe let's just play another move. Gets me a little bit points. Ensures the safety of the dragon. But yeah, of course. Oh god, this is a huge move. Okay. Yeah, this is a very big move. And the value of this Hane Connect, well, actually I can calculate with you guys later. But this Hane Connect is a must-play move, right? This is beyond your imagination how big this is. This is absolutely crazy. Oh, okay. So white is trying to make an eye here. And I pretty much can't stop that. Oh no. I can't stop white from making an eye. Because it concerns 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So white's gonna make an eye. Alright, we'll let him do that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 points. insane. But I'm not sure if that's the biggest move right now, because we have this very big endgame. So all of these are points. So that was like 4 points in Sente. So Sente, yeah. If I play, it's a Sente, so he denies my Sente. That's 4 times 2. But what I got over here is 8 points plus this little half point over here. So it's not too bad of an exchange.
8, 7, 6, 5.
Well, maybe extend once more. Is there a problem? I connect. Oh, white's gonna block over here. Oh god. Oh no, this is terrible. I can't even play this tactically. Oh lord. Wait, can I play this tactically? If I block white cuts, I Atari, he goes, and I follows up.
9,
He plays this one,
8,
I capture.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 Yoyomis left.
I think it's playable. I need to block. Right, and then absolutely have to fix this cutting point. But this is still like an insane endgame. Oh no. Like white got all these incentives. This is very, very big. This move has value, but yeah, so now white responds to that. That's a problem.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Still can't find something. Still have to figure out what is big. It's very important. Oh, maybe I need to get this Incente. But then that means this move is also... Is this something? If it plays here... Yes, it's big, but it's not... It's probably not as big as this descent. Because if white plays here, I cannot block. Because of the co-threat problem I mentioned. So I had to play 2-2, and one can crawl in once more. That's a lot of points. It's just that I'm not professional enough to tell how many points exactly this is. And I think it's the time to... Wait, so you play here, I play here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I'm alive, that's for sure. That's something you have to confirm. So there's this.
9, 8, 7, 6.
We'll play another time, Suji. White has to capture that. This hop-in is obviously something. So let's just play that then, because it's really big. White probably needs to play this. And he didn't. But this is it's like I don't have time to play this, but I'm gonna just connect. Okay, I see what he's doing. But that's not necessarily the biggest move. Yeah, we're gonna extend here. So this gives me a 1 point. Destroys he's 1 point. But if he Atari's here, it is a possibility that this becomes a point. So it is quite large for that reason. Wait, why is this push a sente? That just means it isn't. So instead, we're gonna we're gonna defend over here. Okay, that squeeze is at some point. So let's get our sentes going on. This is obviously a big move. That I will connect. I'll save these. This squeeze was actually very big as well, because that gives me this sente, which secures these 2 points. Even if white squeezes here, I still have these 2 points. So that's a very nice feature. The problem with this Han is it's not even a sente. White just gonna block.
9,
and then
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
We have to play a time Suji because we don't know what to play. Okay, we're gonna play here. Yeah, so white connecting here is the correct move. Because the problem he had was this Atari, and then I can peep over here. But then now he's defending it, so and that's a very solid defense because it allows him this point. So very well played endgame by white for this area. But instead, we're just getting our rights. So this gives us quite a lot of co-threats. It's a very nice thing. Okay, we're gonna push here. What this allows is my connection becomes a sente. It's a very good feature. And then we're gonna Atari first. And then the squeeze doesn't do anything. Yeah, it's better to squeeze this direction and close this. Yeah, maybe just close this. Because there's not many big stuff going on. I think the main end game is like finished. Honey connect. Yeah, this is a typical 2 points. We're gonna get our point here, because otherwise white pushes. There's probably he squeezes again. That makes it quite large. Oh, I forgot to look if there's something in the corner that could. Oh my god! No, 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 no. Is there something in the corner? Well, connecting is obviously a must-play move. Oof. This is tough under time pressure. Oh lord, this is a problem.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I think I have to play this. Yeah, I think I screw up. Oh my god, this is a, guys, this is a typical. No. Yeah, this is a typical example that shows you how you can lose in like tiny areas. Okay, what's the Tsuji here? If I play this, white throws in. And I have to fight this. I obviously have to refuse to fight this, so I'm going to play this. And then throw in. So that becomes a Seki in the corner. But this obviously, as you can tell, is a huge loss in territory for black. So maybe I've lost the game because of this. But it's time. It's really time to calm down and
9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
And just keep playing.
4.
It's definitely very frustrating when you have something like this in your game. But it's very important to keep going. It's a very interesting corner. We're gonna review what's happening because I couldn't read it out. Yeah, I should definitely have seen that with a bit more reading, but I just can't read that fast. That explains you why I'm not an 8 Dan Fox. Okay, I'll play this. Get this. So I don't know how I'm doing. Maybe I've lost the game. Yeah, that would be a tragedy if I lost because of that. Connect this. Okay, let's make sure we don't miss out on like a ko or something. I think that's it. So white's not going to connect. I actually don't know what's going to be the count inside a corner, but definitely I have no points. Maybe white has 1 point. I'm not sure what happened over there. I think I can just request count it. I think white won this game. It doesn't look like I have a lot. Yeah, just request count it. Whoa. No. Yeah, I was like, why did I lose by Seems like Fox has a hard time understanding that this is a Seki.
7, 6.
Yeah, it's not possible that I lose by 20 stone. 20 Chinese points. But I don't know how, like, this is a bug or something, because if I understand correctly, oh, this is so annoying. I don't know how to resolve this, man.
Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
So
3, 2, 1.
And I lost on time, obviously. Yeah, I forgot it was my move, but whatever. No. I don't know what's gonna be the I don't know what's gonna be the count over here. So 20 points. Guess this thing is just unresolved. I have 5, 5, 5. Yeah,
Someone invites you to play.
Yeah, I'm just speechless right now. Like this Fox thing, this Fox doesn't understand this. I was supposed to contact the GM or something. I have no idea how to do that. So if you guys know, leave a comment. I think this is definitely a bug in Fox. Yeah, it's just a programming error that it doesn't understand that this is a sec key. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna go crazy about my rank or whatever. If you have any comments about this thing, like how to resolve this, let me know. Because maybe I can figure it out by myself, but I'm kind of busy today, so I'll do a quick game. Sorry, let me quit this. Let me quickly point out a few things for my viewers, so we can learn together, I guess. We're gonna review this. So without the blunder that I made, would have definitely been. It would have definitely have been at least a close game, and I think I won that one, to be honest. So this is a typical Joseki. White follows up. I personally prefer the 2-space low extension. I recommend this for my viewers because it's just easier to manage. Because when you play this, I have the possibility to just play this. This is a very aggressive move, right? Probably what I should have played in the game as well. Yeah, it's just more actively attacking this. What I played in the game is also okay. So here, white probably should have connected here and just play out the same variation. I probably would answer the same way, right? Let's say like this. There's nothing that black is not happy about. It's too solid corner. Black gets a sente, so this is also a great idea for black. But this shape is really what I like for black. So solid corner, white 3 stones not doing much, and we quickly go into a very, very common Joseki. This is slightly better for white because white is able to ladder. But as you can tell, we have ladder breakers, so I guess it's playable, right? Maybe I've lost some points locally in terms of percentage win rate, but I think it's clear for amateur players what to do as black. So I'm able to get these 2 moves. Not only invades white, but also attacking the 3 stones. This follows invasion principles quite well. So you should definitely, whenever you see a problem like this, a lot of times maybe you have ideas like this, right? This probably also works. So the problem with this is maybe white just gonna play a 1-space extension and get himself this. Right? When you invade like this, and now white's not gonna be he's not gonna be polite. Like he's gonna just try to capture. So maybe you have ideas like this. This is also a very high level idea, I think, right, for my viewers, right? You think about, you know, just breaking out from here. But a lot of times if you want to clear ideas, this is clearly a great move. Gives a backdoor option. So what are some of the principles it follows? Well, gives you a backdoor option, gives you a hopping out option, gives you a one space extension option, right? So it gives you a lot of options. It follows our principles very, very well. It attacks our opponent, right? It's looking at our opponent's weakness. So it follows the principle of counterattack. And then as we progress, obviously there's some inaccuracies with my ideas. This thing probably does not work right now. Seems like white is in trouble, but white can probably fight this thing out and crawl like this. I'm not confident in this fight, especially with this helping stone, right? I would say it's just mostly because of this helping stone, right? Without this stone, black's probably good in this fight, but now white has this stone, which probably doesn't even work. That is why in a game I saw those variations. I decided to prep some work, do some prep work, and but then white denies that, which is the thing that penalizes my overplay. So we get to see this variation. If white Ataris, we can connect. If white extend, there's probably a variation as well. If white Atari is here, that it's probably not a great idea because I'm able to capture something on top. Gives you a lot of thickness over here, cancels out white whatever white built over here. So so double honey a lot of times is a great idea when you don't know what to do, right? When you don't know what to do against honey, because when you play this Atari, white extends out, and you have a Mii. If you connect here, white's gonna ladder you. If you Atari here, well, first of all, not to say white can extend. White's probably going to extend, but just to say that white white just plays out this one. This is also a headache for black. Maybe a lot of times you can play out like this and fight a ko, right? But a simple variation for you to dodge all that stuff is to play the double Hana on the second line. White connects, and I play the double Tiger's Mouth, and then extend, and then I think white should have kept fighting this ko because white has plenty of ko threats. When I take back, white can play this, right? This is all very, very huge ko threats that I cannot ignore. In the actual game, we went for settling. That means that this corner get destroyed. White was able to capture all these as compensation, and this is probably a questionable move, like a very obvious questionable move that I can see. White should definitely have taken a different direction by capping me on top and actually just sacrificing his own stones over here. It might look big, but now what's and white can play out like what he played in the actual game. You know, just break this up. Sorry. Yeah, just break this up. And all this is a huge problem for me. So at this point, I might have to really think, right? I probably cannot just hop back and claim the profit. I probably have to fight, right? So that's a better variation moving on. But instead, what white played is the wrong direction. Trying to save these 3 stones, what happens is I was able to gain moves towards this direction that will break a white's moyo just automatically. Then we attach the opponent. These things can go too wrong when you follow the principles. I'm closely attaching to my opponent. It gives my dragon a lot of safety. So we're gonna fast moving forward. I think all these are normal. They're very normal moves. It's a very, very natural development. We're gonna fast move forward to see what happened in the corner. But before that, let's just explain why this is huge. So if I don't play, or if I play something else, white's gonna hana here. You obviously cannot do this. I think most viewers know that there's this Atari. So when you hana, I can play out like this. So white has 2 points, 3 points over here, right? That's what white gained. Destroyed my 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So that's 3 plus 4, which is 7 points in Sente. So denying that right away is denying 7 points in Sente, and how you calculate it is actually 7 times 2 because you're denying your opponent's Sente. So whatever that value needs to be doubled, that gives you 14 points in value, right? So I think right now 14 points on the board is really larger than anything else. So it looks like it's on the first line, but it's actually very, very big. All right, so let's fast move forward, guys. Even at the very end, a 7 dan can make a mistake, right? As you've witnessed in this game, that is that particularly all these moves are just end game stuff. But yeah, this is where absolutely you have to pay attention. It looks like there's no problem, but black has huge problem, as you've seen, right? So white hops in, and here obviously black should have just blocked over here, Atari, and then go back and fix, right? This is probably like a terrible result, but it's better than the actual game. What I played, you know, it's terrible. So if white plays black plays this, white is able to play this and this. So this is a Seki, all right? So we all know that. I hane, and then white plays this, and obviously there's a snapback. I have to connect. White throws in. If I so I have to take here, yeah. So that's very necessary. So white throws in again. I throw in. So if I play this, white has this, and that's gonna be terrible because this is a this is pretty much a super heavy ko for black, and I have ko threats everywhere. That was not gonna play out well. So if I play out that ko, I might just lose the game immediately. Instead, I go for a Seki, and that's the correct choice. I throw in at 1-1. That's what you can call Tsuji. White takes, and I throw in, and then white takes. White cannot fill in from either direction, so that is pretty much a Seki. So, and there's no crazy life and death problems either. So let's say, for example, white connect, plays this one. There's no such a thing like this, because when you throw in, I can still play this. It's still a Seki, so white's not going to do that. There's no crazy life and death stuff where you can sacrifice a group and peep in again. So this is just a Seki, and Fox doesn't understand that. So yeah, it just doesn't. I don't understand why there's this bug. I think it's quite. I mean, it's a quite common. It's quite a common thing, right? So, for example, I can't think of an example of that, but let me probably show you an example. Let's say, for example, that this is the case. Like, I mean, this is also a Seki, right? And this is quite common, and I understand why Fox doesn't understand that this is a Seki, and you shouldn't count black as all dead. So unfortunately, I lost the game because of that, but probably, but probably I've lost the game anyway because of my blunder. So I'm not gonna go crazy about this thing. Yeah. So yeah, it's not a big deal, right? Like if I lose a game, I can win them back later on, so it's not a big deal. Anyway, so if you have any comments about this particular thing, you can do so below my video, and I really hope you guys enjoy the game and learn something. from this game. Thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And I'll see you in the next one.